الأنبياء والمرسلين وبعد. There's a verse in the Quran which tells us وَأَمَّا بِنِعْمَةِ رَبِّكَ فَحَدِّثْ, that when Allah blesses you with something, let everyone know about that blessing. That's on the one side. But equally important is when we share our blessings with one another, we're mindful of whom we share our blessings with. Because it is very possible I can share a blessing that I got with someone else, and one of two things can happen. Either I break that person's heart, or alternatively, I will be affected by jealousy. If I do not share good information with the right people, then one of two things can happen. The information that I share can either break that person's heart, or number two, it can be a source of jealousy. So for instance, let's say somebody's been trying to have a child for a very long time. For 10, 15 years, Allah hasn't blessed them with children. I get a child and I go to them and I say, mashallah, Allahu Akbar, I just got my child, I'm so happy. I don't understand that the situation is, yes, it's a blessing of Allah, but the information I'm sharing with that person, I have to be more mindful and sensitive. And the second is, when I share my information, the blessing that Allah has given me, it shouldn't be a reason for jealousy, because as Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam tells us, al-aynu haqqun, the evil eye is a reality. The evil eye is a reality. That I'm telling the world, subhanallah, I just got this promotion, or subhanallah, look, I got this title, or I got this, or I got that. If the news goes to the wrong people and they do not praise Allah, it can be a reason for me to be affected negatively. There's a hadith in which the Sahaba were once traveling, and there was a Sahabi whose name was Sahal. Sahal radiallahu anhu was a very handsome, very healthy, very fit, very well-kept person. And as they were traveling, they stopped in one place, and Sahal radiallahu anhu, he went to the side to take a shower, so he took off his shirt, and his bottom was covered, but his top was open. So as he's showering, another Sahabi by the name of Amir, he notices that Sahal is very fit, he's very well kept, and he's like, wow, this person is so well kept. He's so fit. But he didn't say MashaAllah or anything. The moment he said this, Sahal radiallahu anhu collapsed to the ground. And everybody got scared. What happened? So they rushed the scene and they see that he's a bit unconscious. And Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, what happened? And they said, Amir said, look, I just saw him and I made these few praises and then he collapsed. Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam says, do you want to kill your brother? Halla barakta? Why didn't you say MashaAllah or Barakallah? Or why didn't you say something to praise Allah first? What you're saying is like a poisonous arrow that's going to hit him. And then Nabi ﷺ did something, he made some dua, he told him to do something, and eventually Sahal radiallahu anhu was cured and rectified. The reason I'm saying this is, in the modern day, it's very easy for us to blur the lines. What's the lines? That one is Allah gives me a blessing and I want to tell the world that I went for Umrah, that I'm with my family, I'm having a blast with my kids. I want to share it with people, but on the other hand, I have to be mindful who I'm sharing with. So I'm on Facebook, I'm on Twitter, on Instagram, and I'm going for Umrah, and I take a selfie of myself behind the Kaaba. Kaaba's right behind me, and I'm taking a selfie, and I'm letting the world know, look what I'm doing. MashaAllah, that's a good thing, but from the thousands of people who are seeing me, only Allah knows what's going through their mind. One person seeing me, he's thinking to himself, subhanallah, I have a very low-paying job. For 12 years, I've been trying to save up for Umrah. And this person, mashallah, he's going every single year twice. I can't even go once. And he feels bad. Another person says, oh, this person thinks he's so wealthy. He thinks he's so influential. And he starts to get jealous. I'm not saying we shouldn't do these things. It's very encouraging that maybe somebody will see me and say, oh, I want to go for Umrah too. But I have to be mindful who I'm sharing with. Just like imagine it is a private information. Let's say me and my wife, we have something private we want to share. I'm not going to put it on Facebook. I'm going to say, okay, my brother, my sister, my neighbors, I'm going to share it with a very close knit of people. This is a very long topic, inshallah, we'll talk about. But the one thing we have to bear in mind is the fine balance between, on the one hand, talking about my blessings and praising Allah, but equally sharing it not with the right people, lest I break someone's heart, or worse yet, I get affected negatively by jealousy. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us, may Allah increase our blessings, and may Allah protect us from jealousy and hurting anyone's feelings. Ameen ya Rabbil Alameen. Jazakumullahu khairan. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.